I'm about to show you the best pre-workout. Make your own. 3 simple ingredients. It's quick, it's easy, might even be more effective for you. And that experience starts right now. What is going on? My name is David Barr. If you're looking to get bigger, faster, stronger, get leaner, go longer, hit that subscribe and then the little bell so you don't miss the latest tips and tricks. Today we are talking the best pre-workout supplement. I'm going to show you how to make your own, simple ingredients, really cheap, and it might actually be more effective for you. And if you're a subscriber, stay tuned to the end because I got your next steps to optimize your workouts, muscle growth, fat loss, and athletic performance. Now, ingredient number 1, maybe ingredient 0, it's so obvious, it's caffeine. I'm not even going to count it. That's why it's ingredient 0. I just take 200 mgs before a lift. I take a lot of caffeine throughout the day, so 200 milligrams, not a big deal. I'm not recommending caffeine, it's just what I use to help get me up before a workout. And I like the precision. This is why I do my own pre-workout. I like the precision dosing. You don't have to worry about proprietary blends. I mean, if you make your own, you know what you're getting. You know what you're putting in your drink. That's why it can be more effective for you. You get more of the stuff you need, less of the stuff you don't, and it's going to be cheaper. So key ingredient number 1, tyrosine. It's an amino acid, something we need to survive. I'm not recommending a specific brand. I don't make money from any of this stuff. I'm not giving you links to any of it. It's just what I use, what I think is effective. So this is just regular L-tyrosine. Not a big deal, but it's going to be very, very effective. This is the neurotransmitter precursor. All that means is that our neurotransmitters, epi, norepi, or what you might call adrenaline, noradrenaline if you're outside North America, or if you're on TV for some reason, people like to say adrenaline, noradrenaline, I don't know. But it's made from this stuff. If we don't have enough of this stuff kicking around, it's going to be a problem. We're not going to be able to get the maximum effectiveness from our caffeine or our pre-workout, whatever it is we're taking. So that's why I use a lot of tyrosine. I'm going to come back to tyrosine because there's a bonus tip for you, and it has to do with the dosing. Quick sidebar, this principle is actually related to some of the master's research I did for NASA at the Johnson Space Center, and a talk I gave for the NSCA at the Personal Trainers Conference. I will link to as much of this as I can. There's a lot of information here, but I really want to keep it simple for now. But just know there's a lot of science behind this. Ingredient number 2 is going to be BCAAs, branched chain amino acids. This is something that we can use to not only stimulate muscle protein synthesis, keep in mind it doesn't last long, but I've done my research on this one. I don't mean literary research, I mean literally I've been in the lab studying muscle protein synthesis on this stuff. I mean, we had to puncture arteries and that kind of thing. It gets kind of messy, but the research shows it's great for stimulating muscle protein synthesis, but it doesn't sustain it. I have a video on this, 3 tips for optimizing your BCAAs, because right now people love BCAAs, but they don't work. They're broken. I show you how to fix that in the video. I'll link to that in the top right and the description. But specifically for pre-workout, yeah, great to kick off that muscle protein synthesis. It's like a key turning on the engine to a car. It doesn't last long without the gas. The rest of the amino acids are the gas, so we're just talking pre-workout use right now. There is a possibility of BCAAs to block another neurotransmitter. We'll call it brain chemical if you want, kind of like a short-lived hormone, but we don't want this one. You know it from the whole Thanksgiving turkey myth. Tryptophan converts to serotonin, not something we want kicking around when we work out. BCAAs will help block it, but hey, so will tyrosine. Now here's your bonus tip. This is a big one. A lot of people just use BCAAs. The key is to combine the tyrosine and the BCAAs, because if you're using BCAAs to block amino acids, guess what else it blocks? Tyrosine. That means there's no raw building block, no material from which to build our excitatory neurotransmitters, excitatory hormones, those things we want. The epi, norepi that we talked about earlier, adrenaline, noradrenaline, respectively, they can't get built if you're blocking it with, watch out for dogs, but they can't get built unless you're using both these together. So I do what's called neurobalance. I balance them out. 1-to-1 ratio, ideally using tyrosine and BCAAs together. So it's going to be a 1-to-1 ratio. So I'll use about 3 grams of BCAAs and 3 grams of tyrosine. Again, not recommending a specific brand. Yeah, I know I wear the hat, but not specifically meant to be an endorsement. So ingredient number 3 is going to be a fast absorbing, fast digesting carbohydrate. This is the key to everything. You need to clear out your blood. You need to not only get the fuel to the brain, the muscle, that kind of thing. That's what carbs do, right? It's our high intensity fuel. But you also want to make sure that the tyrosine, the BCAAs have access to the brain, the CNS, central nervous system, whatever you want to call it. It's going to help get them where they need to go. Now, specifically, this is Vitargo. I mean, yes, I would recommend this. I would use it if I could afford it. full disclosure, I used to work for the company. Cool thing is I don't work for them anymore, but what that means is I have no actual conflict of interest in recommending this. It means I also know behind the scenes stuff. There's a lot of research on this one. It is fantastic, fast absorbing carbohydrate. If you're on a budget, you can go with a glucose maltodextrin combo. Again, I recommend using your own. Really, really cheap stuff. It should be pennies per use. Okay, this is why we're talking about making your own. This should be super, super inexpensive, but also very, very effective because you know what you're getting. So in addition to the caffeine, we got the tyrosine that's going to build those neurotransmitters that we want, the epi, norepi. It's going to have the BCAAs that stimulate not only muscle protein synthesis, but also help block the neurotransmitter we don't want getting to our brain. So that tryptophan, stay away from that one. Then we're going to have our fast absorbing carbs. This is not only going to give us fuel for the workout, that rocket fuel that we want, it's actually going to help clear out the blood of the rest of the amino acids and make sure that the tyrosine and the BCAAs get where we want them to go. So real quick, what are you using before a workout? I don't care about brands, I'm not going to accept any links or anything, but I do want to hear about what ingredients you're using. Let me know in the comments below. So your next step to optimizing your workout, muscle growth, fat loss, athletic performance, check out the video I did on tyrosine, caffeine, that kind of thing. It's going to go into a little more depth, give you a bit more background, really help optimize your performance. I'll link to that in the top right and the description. It's called the best supplements for Olympic weightlifters and powerlifters, optimizing strength, power, speed, that kind of thing, but anyone can use it. It's great for pre-workout. So there's the best pre-workout. It's make your own, it's cheap, it's easy. It's a few simple ingredients. Thanks for watching. I'm David Barr. Until next time, raise the bar.